Hey everybody, welcome to our first patch video for Embers Adrift. This is actually the first patch since release. I'll put a link in the comments if you want to just check it out directly and not listen to me. If you want, you can. I'll do some commentary on it. So we're going to talk about the tech side of things here. So instant swapping must now be performed at the Ember Ring and out of combat. Haha, no more camping at like the Ancient Bear and swapping instances, things like that. You got to put a little effort into it. Instances can now be closed to prevent further switching into them. If the switch instance command fails, keep an eye on it, and the chat should tell you if the instance is either unavailable or closed. I think that's probably mostly for the fact that, let's just say a zone has 10 instances, and because there's like, say, maybe like almost like, 100 people in each one, whatever, making up a number here. If throughout the day, as maybe people are going offline, things like that, off peak hour, instead of having all 10 of them open because maybe one or two people are in one, they can automatically set them closed. So once those people leave there, that's it. No one can go back to them, which I think is a cool idea. Switch to a different spatial query method. Determine nearby players. This impacts the number of systems, including loot rolls, group bonuses, group XP, coin distribution, and combat messages. This alternative method should, in theory, result in more reliable behavior for anything requiring nearby query, loot rolls, etc. However, this also comes with additional performance costs, so I'll be keeping a close eye on this. So that sounds actually really good. This might fix things like what we had with like the query on like basically when I killed the Ancient Bear originally and it didn't trigger. It probably would help fix something like that, possibly. Added a new keybind for zoom in and zoom out, so people wanted this. By default, these are unbound, so you have to go and bind them for those people who don't have like a working mouse or a scroll wheel, things like that. Added new tech to allow us to force character rename. Basically, if a character is flagged, you'll be required to rename it before you can enter the game world. Characters in this state will have a rename button below their character selection. So basically, if somebody did something wrong, maybe in their rename, they asked for a change, or they were naughty and had a force change, things like that. Guilds will with offensive names will soon be disbanded. We have zero tolerance for these shenanigans. Consider this your first warning. Sounds pretty fair to me. They don't deserve a rename, they deserve a disband. Fix some client-side exceptions. Fix ingress points can no longer be used when in combat. Egress points are the one-way exits found in the middle of the dungeon. Oh man, they can no longer be used in combat. Oh man, those were fun to kind of like. Yeah. Fix the negative 100% movement effects that was not actually rooting players with the plus movement effect, i.e. halt, webbing, etc. Environment and art. Okay. Fix props in New Haven City. Fix the number of stuck spots. I wonder if that's like the windmill, kind of where the rocks are. They might have like kind of flattened there, or they might have even put an invisible wall. I don't know. Fix animation issues when using strike or assault with a bow. Double fall in log size for forestry. Doubling the fall in log size for forestry. Oh, the fallen logs. A lot of people. There's one there in the picture. Yeah, look how big that thing is now. So they basically increase the size. It actually looks nicer. It looks like an actual hunk of tree instead of like a branch, kind of like a large branch. Added stump near Stumpman. Adjusted the post-processing effects for hollows and ember rings. Reduce max brightness in the daytime. Oh, okay. I thought it was a little duller, but it didn't seem that bad. But it was really bright at certain times, especially like in the mornings, kind of like it was really like crazy. The sunsets and sunrises are beautiful in the game, though. UI, added tooltip to the accept button in trade when your inventory is full. Added tooltip to crafting stations when you're missing belongings, telling you why you can't interact with it. Added zone name and instance number to server status tooltip, the globe on your chat window. Yay. Added close button to the group window for leaving group. Fix an issue with drinkable UI windows that would freak out when the UI skill was above 100%. Fix emotes from block players should no longer show in your chat. Fixed quest log UI should now remember its location. Nice. Fix social UI should now remember its location. Fix friends not showing as offline if they set their presence to anomalous. Oh, okay. So friends not showing offline. Oh, so they're supposed to be offline, I guess. Fix login messages. Fixed login message will no longer show unless there's something important to tell you. Zone names correct in social window. Cool. For quests, we have missed grammatical typos, fixing quest dialogue. Probably even said that wrong, to be honest, so they're better than I am. Fix various typos in NPC dialogue. Fix quest line not updated in certain cases. Fix dialogue choices not hidden in certain cases. Update the Hunters of the North Reach now simply requires you to kill a Night Hunter as opposed to loot her pelt. Okay. Updated turn over a new leaf or stone or pelt now allows you to perform a refinement through Daramar. Will express disappointment. Update missing of the apprentice. Better describe where to find Lieutenant Krenner. Oh yeah, and require fewer returns to Balgar. Oh gosh, after I did all that, that's good. I actually reported that like Lieutenant Krenner, like I think he used to be outside in the main zone, and then he was moved to the city later on, and that's why his text was a bit off. Alkalite's ambition should now be more clear about one of its objectives. Design. Name mobs will be slightly stronger than other 3 Chevron mobs. That's good. I sold them, so I was kind of surprised by that. There's somebody taking the log there. Enjoy. Remove some specialization ingredients from the New Haven Valley dungeon. Specs are only obtainable through Northern Reach and beyond. Cool. Remove some recipes from merchants who should not have had their belts on the outfitter. Reduce delay on longbows and heavy crossbows. Fix an issue with incorrect NPC weapons, delays, most notable, ants attack faster than they did previously. Fix an issue preventing health regen potion and food buffs from stacking. Fix stats on Roughen Dagger. Fixed balance on a few Raven Rock weapon rewards. Added additional group content mobs around the Ancient Bear spawn. Made Ancient Bear spawn a bit more consistent. Nice. Added 2 more Ember Drifts, 1 in Meadows and 1 in Dryfoot. Nice. Added a professional trainer in Mordina to New Haven City. Okay. Added the professional trainer in Mordina. So that was the one that has like everything in one. And now you can find her also in New Haven. I think it was a she. 4 Chevron mobs have their respawn timers adjusted. Bump loop rules for timers from 30 seconds to 45. That's actually really awesome. So you can see Knights coming here soon. Cool. So let's check out this one. I just want to check this out here for fun like that. So yeah, you're in the zone North Reach 0. That's cool. So I like that. Okay, so I just wanted to move around because I was actually worried about the timer kind of kicking us out of the game. So let's move on to... Let me type this in. So let's do, we'll try to do, I'm going to type this out right at 8 o'clock. Okay. So let's get started right now. Okay. So now we're going to talk about new stuff. So Ember Adrift dungeons have been moved to their own scene called Ember Veins. For the 9 characters that were either camped out in a current drift or were missing their bag in one of your characters has been placed in North Reach and your bag returned to you. Please let us know if you have any issues. 2 new Ember Drift dungeons have been added. One can be found in Meadows and the other in Dryfoot. These include new itemization rares, etc. Oh, and frogs and toads can now be turned ashen. Oh, okay. That sounds kind of cool. Okay, and then the next thing that you guys are going to look forward to is work in progress. So see a full list of currently in progress ahead of over on this thread. So this is basically his work in progress. But this is better because it has details. So more Ashens. Timeline 1 week. More Ashen creatures are on their way. This includes raccoons, basilisks, I never say it right, doe, stags, and others. Repair cost timeline 2 to 3 weeks. We're looking to improve how repair costs are calculated to mitigate repair costs at higher levels. Still some work left to do, but just wanted to let you know we're working on it. It should have this updated by time players get high enough level where this starts becoming a pain point. Obviously not for everyone because there's going to be like, those top, 5% or whatever, but for the majority of players. New zones, timeline 2 to 3 weeks. We have a handful of new zones nearing completion, including Dryfoot Fortress, Red Shore Outskirts, naming pending. More Ember Drift dungeons are also coming for Meadowlands and Dryfoot. Known issues. Okay, so let's do 950 for known issues. Okay. So, known issues. Okay, so loot roll occasionally does not trigger leaving loot open to anyone we are currently investigating. That's crossed out, so that's not an issue anymore. Characters can get stuck in a loop animation if they do not properly complete the most noticeable. For strikers using a bow, we have some tool fix, just need to get back around, something like that. That's crossed off. We don't have to worry about that. Okay, so the actual known issues then are not all Ember Rings and POIs are proper map discoveries. Deconstructing crafted items return junk 100% of the time. Cannot roll on loot while unconscious. Not all clothing and armors have visual. Dragging a group nameplate in the group window will set the wrong pivot point for the group window, and the whole thing will be drag a bit weird. Typing chat text may occasionally become invisible. Unfocus your chat window and try again a few times typically resolves this. Sometimes when you respawn, you don't end up with proper Ember Ring. If this happens, please report the position where you died /report command or debug position. If using debug position, you'll need to paste the values here. Mac OS users, zooming the camera while holding the right mouse button can cause your chat window to scroll. This is not intended behavior. At some camera angles, the sun may go dark. This shouldn't happen frequently, but readily reproducible at some locations investigating a fix. So that was a beautiful amount. So that's the patches we have for now, and obviously he's working on it. So or they, I should say they, yeah. And here we go. So let's see. How did I even get a bark spider on me? So here's the funny thing. How do I switch weapons here? I can't believe I forgot how. There you go. There you go. We'll kill this guy for fun. But that's the patch notes. That's what's coming up. If you like these videos, I will do them when they do them in the future. I don't know if people want these or not, but I just thought I'd do it for this one anyways. A lot of exciting things are happening, and yeah, I just like to give a little bit more of my, my thoughts when they're doing it too, so you get an understanding of what's happening, and I think it's pretty cool. I'm really excited. So, looks like some good content's going to come in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So, early November, you're going to probably November, yeah, I say early to mid November, you're probably going to see some new actual content from what we see or heard there. And then, yeah, it'll be pretty exciting. So, either way, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and we'll see wonderful people next time. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.